Hey guys, good evening. Thanks for checking out latest live stream update here. Meteorologist Michael Clark here with FAM Weather. We're going to go over a couple things. We'll let some people kind of get joined up in here. And really what I want to kind of talk about is what everybody's seeing, what you're experiencing, and kind of give you a look ahead here just based off current conditions. We'll take a look at a radar, we'll take a look at satellite, we'll look at all those things for you. So the latest thing, area I want to point your attention to is our mid or low level water vapor satellite imagery. And what you can see here is, see the dry slot working in here, see these blues working in, that's dry air. So that's going to put an end to the precipitation here across central and southern Indiana for a time. And then there's also another dry slot of air working in out across portions of Missouri, western Illinois, eastern Iowa. And the connection to that dry air is pretty deep. It's going all the way down into the south and the southern U.S. here. And so that's obviously going to play a significant role in the forecast here. So what I want to do is kind of talk about what you're seeing and what's going on. So let's start with kind of just giving me an idea. Let's switch it to radar. If I could get live radar, this is a live look at our radar. Can we full screen that, Brett? Full screen that radar. Go down there to the, yeah. And we're still battling the green wall with that little spot there. You see that little spot that's doing that? Because we've got the green paper there. At any rate, let's, if you could go ahead and put that into motion for me, please. We'll take some comments. So I'm going to start reading, and then I want you to interact with me. Tell me what you're seeing. Tell me where you're at. And, you can see the dry slot working in, okay? You can see that here across southwest Indiana, southern Illinois, all of Missouri, down all the way through Arkansas. You can see all that. You can see that dry air moving in. We'll let that radar play. Snow, sleet, Shelby County, high from Shelby County. 1 inch of slush in Plainfield. David, thank you. Dry slot has certainly worked into Plainfield. Good evening, Kate. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Let's see here. Tanner Skeel. Roads are bad and can be sleet and heavy snow, but it seemed to have stopped. It's going to stay stopped. That's that dry slot working in. Again, you can see that. It's very evident. It's a very, very evident dry slot that has worked into the area. Ooh, what's that? Great job, guys. Keep up the good work. Looks like a comment from YouTube. Thank you, Steve. That's very nice of you. Chris says a lot of snow falling in Decatur. No plow trucks out. What's up, Mr. Clark? Mona, how are you? Thanks for watching. Let's see. Brad, hey, how you doing? 3/4 of an inch to an inch of snow in Crawfordsville so far. That's probably about right. Yeah, is that on the roads in Crawfordsville? How's that looking up there? Or is that on the ground? Let's see here. Temps have dropped from 37 to 35 with moderate snow falling. Anderson around 2 inches of snow, real messy. Is that Anderson? Is that on the pavement or is that on the grass? That's what I'm curious. I want to know what's on pavement and on the roads, not necessarily what's on the grass. All right. Nothing now, about 1 inch on the ground in Nora. Thank you, Kate. Heavy snow in Adams County. Sleet earlier, now snowing in Wanamaker, about 1 inch. Hi, BAM guys, maybe 2 inches in McCordsville. Thank you, Julie. 2 inches in Anderson, dry slot now. That's correct. Dustin says a 1/2 inch of sleet in Monrovia. Okay. 1 inch on the roads, 2 inch on the grass in Muncie. All right, thank you for that. I'm just here because you guys are awesome and for a shout out. Douglas, how you doing? Appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. Share it for us. Everybody share this. 3 inches in Arcadia. Really, is that on the pavement? I'm curious. Is the dry slot going to fill back in? Katie, for the most part, not necessarily. I mean, there's going to be a little bit of backside snow here, but there's not going to be a lot. We're waiting on new data to come in, but we're not really seeing. We're not going to get any heavy precip back into the area. There's no question about that. The heavy stuff is over. The steady and the persistent snow will continue across the northern portion of the state. Can we zoom in one click on the portal here? But the steady precipitation from, say, probably Kokomo, Lafayette, Danville, Illinois, Rensselaer, Wabash, Fort Wayne, that area there will continue to see a steady snow, but it won't necessarily be a heavy snow. So that's where you could get a couple more inches of snow, not a ton. All right. Snowing in Boone County, not bad at all. Thank you, Mark. Let's see here. Hi from Greenwood. Angie, how you doing? Pavement in Anderson. Thank you for that. Westfield, Indiana. Aaron says about 1 to 2 inches on the road. Interesting. Thank you for that report. Lisa, thanks for watching. Any Carmel numbers? I don't live there, but I push snow towards that way. There is a 1 inch snow report in Carmel. I have a client up there that is currently pushing snow. Okay. What do we have here? What was that, a comment or something that you had popped up?
Got a couple of them, but now here's one from Twitter.
Okay. I would say 2 to 2.5 inches on the road in McCordsville. Okay. Okay. Jana, how are you? Good to see you on here. Rain in Shelbyville. All rain 6 miles of Terre Haute. I'm thinking maybe you're south of Terre Haute, so thank you for that. Let's see here. 1 inch on roads, 2 inch on grass in Jay County. Cheryl, how you doing? Thanks for watching. 7:30 p.m., 4 miles northwest of Eagle Creek, 1.6 inches of snow measured on various snowboards. That's a great report. Thank you for that. Half inch of sleet on the roads in Whiteland. Jake, thank you. Micah says 2.2 in North Anderson, about 1 inch on the roads. So we're really seeing kind of a general theme here. 2 inches in Lebanon, on the road, still snowing. What's interesting, Dustin Cagle says, not a good performance from the European model. It's awful. In fact, that model had suggested that by now we'd have an area-wide 4 inches on the ground across the metro area of Indianapolis. It's a very, very bad performance done by that model. Ground is completely covered in snow here on the southwest side of Indy. Cindy, thank you for that. Great report there. 1 inch on pavement, not snowing right now. Kokomo, a little less than 2. This one says 2 inches in Carmel. All right. It's really snowing in Battleground. I bet it is. I bet it is, Travis. I bet it's really getting after it. Still selling cars at Skillman GMC, Zeph Bond says. Zeph is one of the guys that helped me out at Skillman GMC over there on US 31 South. They actually sponsor this stream, believe it or not. And if you are interested in someone helping you out, go over there and ask for Zeph or Colt. Tell them Bam Weather Guy sent you. Great guys. Do we have? Can we pop them up? Oh, look at that. You already did. What a guy. All right, going forward here. Let's see. Just a tad of snow in Knightstown. You guys, thank you for all these reports. Very helpful. Very, very helpful. It has stopped snowing in Greenfield. Again, looking at the radar, so this is the dry slot that's worked in. So that all this white that you see is snow that's, is precipitation that's stopped. That's dry air that's worked into the area. And that's going to cut into a lot of this. A lot of you are going to see a lot of dry hours here coming up. Okay, so everybody that thought we were going to get a ton of snow, it's over for the most part. There's a backside light wave that'll come through. It may make the morning rush hour a little slippery. There's going to be some snow tomorrow morning, but there's not going to be a ton of it. Okay. When's the flash freeze coming? We're not going to get a flash freeze. We'll drop temperatures tomorrow night, but it's not going to be in a flash fashion. It's going to take time for those temperatures to decline tomorrow. Okay. Drove from Franklin to Greenwood, all sleet, roads were awful, be safe. Probably over 3 inches in Arcadia, roads covered and slick. That's the highest report I've seen all night, so I'm interested to, maybe you could post a picture there, Danny, that'd be great. Was nice to see the snow during the daytime hours. Thank you, John. Morgantown is all melted off, but still spitting snow. Thank you, Natalie. Appreciate that report. My wife's from Morgantown, and I got married in Morgantown, and I'm in Morgantown all the time, every weekend. So appreciate that. Dry slot strikes again. That's right. And we kind of thought there would be a dry slot with this. So I'll take a couple questions if anybody has them. All right. But I just kind of wanted to conversate with you guys, show you the latest radar. And again, the look at the water vapor satellite, if we could go back to that real quick. The water vapor satellite, David, it really didn't trick us. I mean, we kind of knew this was going to happen. This wasn't really a surprise. A thump and done type deal. That's what we had said earlier. This was going to be an all or nothing type deal. I mean, so really, yeah. So Cindy says, I have followed you guys for 5 years. I'm done. Oh, okay. Where are you going, Cindy? What happened? Something make you mad? At any rate, got a report from a 3-inch report from Summitville earlier. Okay, interesting. Yeah, is anyone watching Periscope? Apparently we're getting a bunch of questions. Periscope. Can anyone check that out? See what we got here. At least 2 inches on parking lots in Newcastle. All right, thank you for that. I've already shoveled 1 inch about an hour ago in Marion. Yeah, again, a lot of that stuff, going through. Yeah, I mean, did this storm underperform? I mean, I don't know. I mean, underperform? I wouldn't say that. I mean, but I don't believe that. There was a lot of talk of maybe 5 to 7 inches of snow in the metro area from some computer models, but overall, the kind of the end of the day forecast had a lot of warmer air, risking these totals. So,
2 to 4 on the pavement.
yeah, 2 to 4 inches on the pavement, but storms where you ride that 32, 33 degree line are very difficult to pinpoint in terms of how it's going to impact the pavement. If it's been 35 degrees all day long and it's snowing at 34, but it still accumulates on the pavement, it's very difficult to forecast that. A lot of people would think, oh, it's above freezing. Why is it accumulating? So it's difficult. It's difficult to pin down that kind of stuff for sure. It's not easy. Mona says, best weather forecasting hands down. Thank you so much. I'm still curious why Cindy's quitting. She's been following us for 5 years and she's leaving us. All right. Anyways, do we have any questions from Periscope?
Not just a couple of comments.
Great work. Thank you. Okay. A couple of comments. Any? Just some general comments.
Thank you. Yep. They keep disappearing on me.
Okay, that's okay. Jim says it's not easy to take into account temps, evaporative cooling, and warm surface temps. These guys did a great job. Yeah, it's not. It's not easy. I mean, we're not going to please everybody here, guys. Listen, there is no such thing as a weather forecast that is 100%. And it doesn't matter who you are. We're not always going to be right. I mean, but for the most part, this storm system is behaving kind of like we thought it would. I mean, I'm not trying to claim a victory here because a storm like this is very difficult to say.
3 hours and then it's...
Yeah, a storm like this is very difficult to say, hey, I was right, pounding my chest, whatever. But it's also it's just very difficult when you have different types of precipitation and you have all this different stuff going on to pinpoint that. So for the most part, the idea of us lowering totals because of the dry slot and the warmer air working in, for the most part, it's not that. I don't think it's that bad. Again, I'm not claiming a victory, but I don't think it's that bad. Okay, so Periscope is a live stream version of Twitter. Basically, if you're on Twitter, it's you can watch a live stream on there. By the way, but so at any rate. Yeah. Krista said people on here acting like it was your choice to lower the totals. Yeah, it wasn't my. Yeah, you caught me on that one. I wanted to do that. Cindy wants to speak to a manager.
Cindy, speak to HR.
Contact our HR department. They'll get back to you right away. So, anyways, guys, always appreciate you playing along here. But this, so this is water vapor imagery again. So. Again, there's dry slot number one, then there's another dry slot back here. And so that's actually going to make it difficult for even the second wave, the backside second wave to do much. Now, again, we're waiting on new data to come in to help us get an idea on the second wave overnight. I think some of our current data is a little aggressive. So we're waiting on a new model that comes in about 1 hour. That will give us a little bit better idea. So, and again, for all of you watching, make sure I'm gonna post on here our Instagram account. All right, if you would follow us on Instagram, we're trying to build our followers there at BAMWXCom. Follow us, I appreciate that. But for those of you that are still watching, you have to think about how hard weather forecasting actually is. What you're doing is you're taking an air particle about the size of your fist that originated somewhere over the Pacific Ocean. It's rising up about 50 to 70,000 feet. And you're carrying that particle of air from the Pacific Ocean over to Indianapolis in your backyard. And you're trying to forecast what that little particle is going to do, that little moisture, that little piece of moisture is going to do over the course of 7 days as it crosses thousands of miles. And you want to know exactly how much snow is going to fall in your backyard at what temperature, at what time. And that type of technology, what's happened is the apps and all this new stuff has led us to believe we can forecast down to a specific address, and you can't. You'll never be able to. You can give very good ideas and very good summaries and generalizations of things to expect talking to a meteorologist and paying for a service like this, but you're not going to get 100% accuracy. Doesn't exist, never will. Okay.
We got a question on Periscope.
Oh, good.
Locals still calling for 2 to 5 in central Illinois. Are you still seeing that as a possibility?
Yeah, I mean, in central Illinois, additionally or total? Mike can just about as high as this. No, I think total snow is 2 to 4 in central Illinois. I don't think that's bad. Total, not additional. I mean, for the whole event, including what's already fallen. Someone's asking if I can dunk a ball yet. Small ball. I can throw down a small ball pretty easy. The full-sized ball, can't do it yet. So, got a couple more weeks. Give me a break, all right? I've been working the past 2 days. Mike can just about as high as the snow totals in Indy. I've seen it on video.
Jump, maybe?
Oh, jump. Yeah. Yeah, Mike can, yeah. Good old Jeff. He tries to insult me, but he can't even spell. I mean, if you're going to insult me, Jeff, you got to correct your grammar a little bit, Just kidding. Jeff and I, we talk regularly on good old Insta.
Yeah.
On the Insta.
You want to tell me what people can inquire?
Yeah. If you're interested in what we have to offer, again, it's a lot of business-to-business stuff. We don't have personal level, lower grade subscriptions, but you can inquire info@bamwx.com and shoot us an email. So that's all we have right now, guys. Again, dry slot working in. Take a look at the latest radar. We're gonna wrap it up here.
What do you think about delays? A lot of people ask about delays tomorrow morning.
Delays tomorrow morning. I don't think they'll be widespread. I think there can be isolated 2-hour delays for back roads and stuff that didn't get the treatment, maybe from the county right away. But little pulse overnight coming in that could offer up a slick morning commute. So there could be some delays. It's just all going to be about how well the treatment process is ongoing across the area. But there will be another wave of snow, okay? Hey, Mans Harley Davidson sponsoring this stream as well in Edinburgh. All right, let them know you saw them on Bam Weather, okay? Looks like our mouse just died. It hates us. It hates us. We're trying to shout you out, Mans Harley, and it hates us.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
But hey, guys, at any rate, I don't even know if we're going to be able to shut the stream off now. We might be stuck on here live all night long. Let's get a mouse that plugs in to the USB there, and it disappeared. There is a warm up coming. Yeah. And again, the further north you go, where those roads are, there will be delays. Okay, so Brian says he'll shut it off. He'll remote in and shut it off. So Henry County under 2-hour delay already. All right, perfect. I will update our clients when the new model comes in. I probably won't do a live stream, but I will send out text messages and emails to our clients when that new information does come in. So we appreciate all you guys tuning in. And commenting with us and sharing our stuff. Again, if you're looking for 100% accuracy in a weather source, Bam Weather is not your source. You can click the unfollow button for free. It's at the top right section of the Facebook page. We love you. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Waiting on Brian to shut me off, baby.